The after show begins. Conversation continues with Vicki Gunvalson and Leslie Grossman. Behind the bar, it's Amy Phillips, Reality Checked on Radio Andy, Channel 102. Amy, do you have a favorite housewife to impersonate, or does it vary?
It varies on my radio show. I love doing Vicki. I love doing Vicki a lot. I do it a lot.
And also, she does Vicki's hashtags.
I didn't want her to know that.
You hashtag your Instagram pictures a lot.
Right.
And so what are some Vicki hashtags?
It would be like hashtag Steve Lodge's motorcycle, hashtag Steve Lodge's Philly by Love Take, hashtag I love pizza, hashtag grad kids are the best. Like they are. You never know where you're gonna zig or zag, and that's what I love about it.
Let's go to Cheryl from Kentucky. Hey, Cheryl, what's your question?
Hey, guys. My question is actually for Leslie and Vicki.
Okay.
Hey. I want to know if you all think Gina's accent is actually authentic from Long Island.
It changes every time I talk to her, right?
It does. It's a lot. Even if it sounds funny, it's a lot.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kim from Pennsylvania. Hey, Kim, what's your question? Hey, Kim.
Hi.
Hey.
I had a question.
I don't want to bother you, Kim. I know that things are popping off in Pennsylvania right now.
They are.
Hey. I don't feel like we got off to a good start. Let me start this again. Kim from Pennsylvania. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Andy.
Hey. What's your question, Kim?
I have a question for Vicki.
Okay.
I wanted to know if, after seeing herself this season, if she kind of feels like she looks a little bit desperate on TV, how she's coming across.
Desperate for what?
Do you feel like you look like you're too into Steve Lodge?
I am into him. I love him. Absolutely, I'm into him. Absolutely. I mean, why would you be with somebody if you're not into him?
Right.
Right? I'm into him.
Do you think you're going to get married?
I don't know. We're not in a rush. Our family.
You seem like you might be.
We talk about it a lot.
Okay.
Him and I talk about it a lot. We're not in a rush to walk down the aisle. I'm in a rush to know if we're going to be committed for a very long time or not. Because to me, you know, if he wakes up one day and says, you're not all that in a bag of chips, I'm like, I'm out.
He has been married how many times?
3.
Okay. You've been married twice. Okay. All right.
I mean, we want to make sure we don't ever get divorced.
Yeah, good.
You know, his last marriage was just a couple years, and you know, it's like a big deal.
I know he's not totally into the show, but on the flip side, is there a part of, do you think, the all that the show brings, that there is something that he's amused by? I mean, like, you come here and he comes and you go around. I mean, you have a very fun life. You have a fun life in Coda. Coda, you have an amusement park in your backyard by your pool. But, like, beyond that, I mean, is there stuff about your life you think that he is amused by?
Anybody that's with me has to enjoy my life. It's very busy. It's very full. We are going all the time, of course.
Yes.
I mean, we've been together almost 3 years. If he didn't like it, he wouldn't be there. I mean, there's a lot of women that want Steve Lodge. I got him.
All right, and you got him. Right. And by the way, I'm sure there's a lot of men who want Vicki Gunvalson.
There is a lot.
Yes.
There's a list.
I'm sure it goes down in your DMs, obviously.
I mean, I'm successful. I have my own money. I just need somebody to love on me, be faithful, and fill up my love tank.
I know. I feel like I've heard that speech so many times. It should be in, like, the text. Like, it's the Talmud of my life.
Like, doesn't change.
Yes, no, I know.
It's just pretty simple and easy,
yes.
right?
Okay, let's go to Anthony from Sacramento. Hey, Anthony, what's your question?
Hey, Andy. Love you. Love your show.
Thanks, man.
Vicki, love you. OG of the OC.
Hey.
My question's for Leslie. Leslie, I've loved you since you were Mary Cherry on Popular all those years ago. So my question for you is, what do you think of Portia Williams' new relationship on The Housewives of Atlanta?
You saw the premiere?
I saw. Andy, did I see the premiere?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. It's a very high priority. Outside of my child, the Housewives are really my highest priority.
How old is your child?
She's turning 12 on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and that went like that in a flash.
Yeah, I bet.
Look, I'm very happy for Portia. I know that she's going to have a child, and I hope that this is a solid relationship. My only concern is that Portia enjoys the things,
and I hope that she likes more than the things.
Right, right. Okay, let's go to Stacy from Iowa. Hey, Stacy, what's your question?
Hi, Andy Cohen. I love you, and if I could become a man, I would choose to be you. I have to say that.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel good. It's a nice compliment.
And Vicki, I love you. I own a salon, and all of us women sit around every Monday and watch you guys.
Oh, thank you.
But my question is, since you're watching all of you on this season, do you still hang out with all of the girls on your town?
Yes. Actually, I hang out with Tamara and Shannon a lot. We talk a lot. I'm super busy with my business, so when I'm not filming, I'm full throttle with insurance. I mean, we are in open enrollment right now, so there's not a lot of free time. My staff is really demanding of me.
Linda.
Linda's like, where are you going? When are you going to be back? I'm like, I'll be home at noon on Tuesday. I mean, I'm taking an early morning flight out tomorrow. We have a workshop tomorrow night that I speak at.
You're helping me redo my life insurance. It's a lot going on.
My career is super, super important to me, which unfortunately the viewers don't get to see a lot of that because it's kind of boring, but it's super important to me. It's, I live for my clients, and I really am a good agent. So,
I know that you've wrestled for so many years. I mean, I remember talking to you 12 years ago about this, where you've always been so torn. I feel like you're this person who's on this show, and it's like you love it, you hate it, there are things about the show that you are always pushing up against because your work is so important to you, and you are always worried about how what you do on the show is going to reflect on your business. And do you ultimately, at the end of the day, feel like 13 years into this thing, this has wound up being good for Kodo Insurance, or can you not tell? I mean, your profile is so high.
They have 3 offices, though.
Let me say, well, we have more than that, but California. But let me just say, you're only as good as the last episode of the last season. When it was portrayed that I was a con woman and I was in on a cancer scam, obviously that wasn't good for a professional like me. So I had to keep combating that with my clients and my friends, and I was never in. I got conned. So that was a really shitty couple years for my business because my clients were confused. I was confused. I was like, what's going on here? So now, it's all been settled. That's all gone. Thank you, Jesus. But I still stay steadfast on what I do. I've started my business at 26. I'm 56 years old. If tomorrow the housewife says, you know what, we're done with you, you're too old, too many facelifts, whatever they say, I know I can go back to work and earn a really good living for my family. And that's the most important thing to me, that I never gave that up.
Right. Do either of the two of you have any questions for Vicki before I wrap this out?
Do you and Linda ever really hash it out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what do you fight about it the most?
Oh, yeah. You know what, she, is of age. She's in her 70s, so I have respect for elders, which some of my other cast members don't have respect for me. But even you, Andy, spoke to Linda the other day.
I did at the reunion.
Linda has been out of New York for 40 years, and you would think literally that she's still from New York. She is definitely a New Yorker. And I respect and love her. But we hashed it out. I said, by the way, I signed the front of your paycheck, you sign the back, and then as long as we know those rules, I sign the front. I signed the front of the paycheck.
Yes.
And
I have a question.
Oh, that's right. So
my question is, do you read social media? Do you get into that?
Not too often.
Yeah.
Because
sometimes you do.
Sometimes I do. And if I do, it's laying in bed at 2 in the morning when I can't sleep.
Right.
It's never during the day because I'm at work.
Yes.
But I don't, if somebody's mean to me, I block them and delete it. I'm not doing that. And in the housewife thing, you mentioned that 13 years ago. I don't like conflict. I think you know that about me.
I know, which is hilarious. She is the first housewife. She is the first housewife. She hates conflict. It's like a Valerie Cherish thing. It's like, what am I doing? Honestly, she reminds me of Valerie Cherish because she's like, time out. This isn't what I signed out for. For 13 years.
I don't want to hurt people.
She hates conflict, and she is on the Real Housewives of Orange County.
But that's not when I started this show. It was not about conflict.
I know.
It was about showing our life.
I know. I understand. But let me also say that Vicki used to be, she would call me up going nuts that when she started, there were only blogs. There wasn't Twitter. There wasn't anything else. And she would call me and she would demand to have something taken down off of a website. She'd be like, you need to get this taken down. I'm like, I don't have jurisdiction over the World Wide Web. I mean, literally, we're in 2006 now, and she's screaming at me on the phone.
Because it was lies about me. It was lies about me.
I know. I remember.
Get it taken down, Andy.
Yes, I know. Yes.
We've gone back, way back.
know,
I love our life together.
I know.
It's been a journey.
I know.
Yeah.
We really have. We've been through a lot.
Sweet.
We've been through a
lot.
huge.
I mean, incredible. You had dark hair, and I had a different face.
I know, it's true. We really have. I want to thank Vicki Gunvalson and Leslie Grossman and Amy Phillips from working on BravoTV.com. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Watch more clips here and subscribe to our channel here. See ya.